Let that smoke rise high. Freeborn man, freeborn man. Hey, freeborn man, freeborn man, freeborn man, freeborn man.
Christmas. The joy, giving, and you're lucky, lighting up a fine cigar without Aunt Susan complaining about that smell. My friends, welcome back to Liberty on Nicotine, the podcast where smoke is rich, the drinks are neat, and the opinions are aged in smoke barrels longer than your average Tennessee whiskey. Now, today's episode isn't about politics or philosophy. No. We're talking about gifting cigars, those beautiful limited edition wallet-denting once-a-year treasures that make your buddies' eyes light up like the Griswold family Christmas tree. So grab or pour something festive, maybe a spiced rum or, heck, a glass of eggnog spiked with bourbon and rebellion. And let's unwrap these 3 spectacular sticks that deserve a bow this holiday season. First up, the Arturo Fuente Rare Pink. Now, you know Fuente. His family doesn't make cigars. They craft stories that burn slowly. The Rare Pink line is Carlito Fuente's tribute to strong women and the fight against breast cancer. A portion of the proceeds goes directly to charity. That means you can light up one and feel noble while you're doing it. These beauties are handmade in the Dominican Republic with an Ecuadorian wrapper that shines like rosy sunrise over the Caribbean. Inside, a blend of aged Dominican and Nicaraguan tobaccos that give off notes of cream, spice, and a faint whisper of cinnamon toast. Now, these are limited, like blink and you've missed it limited. Retail, around $13 to, say, $25 a stick, depending on the size, even if you can find one. Boxes of 20 go for about $300 to $400, and collectors treat them like rare coins. If you gift one of these, you're not just giving a cigar. You're handing over a conversation piece. It says, I care enough to track down something you'll never find at the gas station humidor. Also, if your recipient doesn't smoke it by Christmas Day, they might just frame it. It's that fine, too. Fuente's bands are basically art anyway. And the boxes, well, they speak for themselves. Next up, this is a good one, folks. We're lighting the fuse on something that could wake up Santa himself. The 601 Bomba Torpedo. Now, this cigar doesn't so much whisper holiday cheer as it yells, stand back, I'm about to set the sleigh on fire. It's created by Eric Espinosa, one of the great modern blenders of Nicaragua. This stick is pure power, full-bodied Nicaraguan tobacco, all the way through filler, binder, and wrapper. It's like smoking a roast coffee bean dipped in dark chocolate, sprinkled with black pepper, then kissed by an angel with a blowtorch. It's called La Bomba for a reason. Don't light this on an empty stomach. You might end up singing Feliz Navidad to the floor. Retail price? Around maybe $9 to $11, maybe $15 a stick. Bit of a bargain for the explosion of flavor you get. A box of 10 torpedoes usually goes for $90 or $100, but these will go for $150 because they are in packaging that you won't believe. These are military inspired. You may find a delightfully intriguing but hard to wrap torpedo shaped decanter. The Warhead 11 is an American bomber. The Warhead 1, introduced in 2020, is this imposing silver A10 Warthog type. And the Warthog 6 is the new black and red type. And I mean, they do do look like military aircraft. It's got that that kind of feel to it. These are in an aluminum metallic body with a detachable head. Not only do they have incredible sticks to smoke when you give these gifts to them, but they also get these novel pieces of collectible art to show off to their friends. What I love about gifting La Bomba is that it's a statement cigar. It says, you're tough, you can handle this. But it's not the casual smoker who likes a Connecticut on the porch. It's for the guy who thinks his whiskey is too weak and his golf cart is too slow. In other words, it's perfect for that friend who starts arguments about which founding father could smoke the most cigars. Well, my money's on Franklin, by the way. He had the lungs and the stories. And finally, the pièce de résistance, the Montecristo Classic Series No. 2. This cigar doesn't need to shout. It walks into the room wearing a tailored suit, tips the bartender, and takes its place by the fire. The Classic 2 is the gold standard of elegance, smooth, balanced, and timeless. Made in the Dominican Republic, it features a silky Connecticut shade wrapper that's the color of cafe au lait at sunrise. The blend inside is all Dominican, aged long enough to mellow every edge. Flavor-wise, you get that gentle cedar, a touch of honey, that creamy finish that pairs beautifully with champagne, cognac, or a quiet moment of reflection when the Christmas chaos finally slows down. You can find singles for about $14, $18, $20, and the boxes of 25 roughly to $300 to $350, $400. It's not cheap, but then again, neither is class. This is the cigar to hand to your father-in-law when you're trying to show him that you're not just a guy who married his daughter, you're the man who understands balance, craftsmanship, and patience. And if he still doesn't like you after that, well, then that's on him. Now let's talk presentation, because if you're dropping top shelf cash on these beauties, you don't just hand them over in a Ziploc bag like a middle school lunch. Get a desktop humidor, something in walnut or cherry wood. You can find a solid 50-count models for about $100 to $150 online. Line it with cedar sheet, toss in a digital hygrometer, and place your trio of cigars like jewels on velvet. Add a handwritten note. Smoke these only when you've got nowhere to be, nothing to prove, everything to enjoy. Boom! You've created a Christmas memory. And hey, if you're gifting yourself, even better. Call it self-care. Pour a glass of single malt and tell your accountant it's a research expense for morale. Before we wrap, a quick tip. Cigars age like fine wine. If you pick up a box of any of these, Rare Pink, La Bomba, Montecristo Classic, stash one or two for next Christmas. When you light it a year later, it'll taste richer, smoother, wiser, kind of like you are after surviving another family dinner without throwing cranberry sauce grenade. Tis the season for generosity, my friends. Share your smokes, your stories, and maybe your lighter if someone's struggling. Because a great cigar at Christmas, or any time, isn't about the burn. It's about the bond. Well, that's all for this episode of Liberty on Nicotine. May your ash be long, your humidor be full, and your Christmas wrapped in the sweet aroma of freedom and toasted cedar. Merry Christmas, my fellow leaf lovers. Stay smoky, and remember, liberty tastes better with a light draw.
Well, I light one up when the sun goes down. Kick my boots on the edge of town. I ain't begging nobody for permission to breathe. This smoke's my banner in the land of the free. They say it ain't right, they say ain't clean, but I ain't never fit in their machine. So I pull this cigar says, see, I'm my own man, ain't buying what I don't understand. Got a little fire and a free-born plan. I'm a renegade built by my own two hands. Yeah, let that smoke rise high and wide. It's liberty smell when it's by my side. No boardroom boss, no government plan, just a good cigar and a free-born man. Now Wall Street hustles and Main Street rolls, but I deal my hand and I call my goals. I'll take that blend of each, spice and fire, with a matchstick spark that lights my ride. This ain't rebellion, it's just pride. There ain't no chains on this countryside. You can keep your trends and plastic lives. I'll take my leaf where the rim spirit thrives. 'Cause this cigar says I'm my own man. 3 lines as written. I ain't selling virtue, I ain't buying shame. I just live my life